Have you ever wondered what a single day can tell us about our future? Well, we're about to find out. We're going to take a look at the headlines from just one 24-hour period, November 29th, 2025, and you'll see it uncovers this incredible story of tech ambition, historic milestones, and amazing journeys that connect our entire planet.
I know, it might seem kind of random, right? But a single day, just a snapshot in time, can actually reveal these powerful undercurrents that are shaping our world. On this one day, we find all these clues pointing towards a future that's literally being coded into existence, a century of sporting history being made, and journeys that remind us we're all part of one shared global story.
So yeah, we're going to see how nations are forging brand new futures with technology, celebrating these huge milestones on the world stage, and connecting across massive distances through both nature and diplomacy. So let's start with the tech.
Our story kicks off with that big ambition, in a future that's being forged in code. And on this particular day, India isn't just, running in the tech race, it's making some seriously bold moves to try and lead it.
It all starts with this number, $11 billion. I mean, that is just a staggering amount of money. So what on earth is an investment like that for?
Well, that money is fueling a project on an absolutely incredible scale. A joint venture called Digital Connection is building a 400-acre data center campus. But listen, this isn't for storing your vacation photos. It's an AI-native facility, which means it's designed from the ground up to power the massive computing needs of artificial intelligence. You can think of it as the bedrock for India's entire digital future.
And this digital transformation, it isn't just about giant buildings. On the very same day, we see a huge leap in software too. Before this, a lot of Indian companies had to rely on international tech for things like digital maps or customer data. But now, a new partnership between MapMyIndia and Zoho has created India's first fully homegrown solution that merges these two powerful tools.
This new thing, location intelligence, is a total game changer. It lets businesses make smarter, geographically based decisions, like, hey, where should we open our next store, or how do we optimize our delivery routes? And they can do all of it using a system that's built, managed, and secured entirely within India. That is a major step toward technological independence.
Now, this ambition to build and host on a national scale, it's not just limited to technology. On the very same day, we see that exact same spirit playing out in the world of sports, with some truly historic milestones.
First up, a massive win on the international stage. India has officially secured the right to host the 2030 Commonwealth Games in Ahmedabad. This was after a successful bid against Abuja, Nigeria, and it adds a really significant new chapter to the nation's sporting legacy. But here's what gives this event some incredible historical weight: the timing. The 2030 Games will actually mark the 100th anniversary of the Commonwealth Games movement itself. That puts India right at the center of this huge centennial celebration. And while India is looking toward the future of hosting, a different international event is wrapping up on its soil. Over in Goa, the FIDE World Cup crowns a new champion and a new record holder. And get this, at just 19 years old, Javokir Sindarar of Uzbekistan becomes the youngest player ever to win the title. It's a clear sign that a whole new generation of talent is making its mark. Okay, so from hosting international sports to shaping international policy, our snapshot now shifts to the global stage, where you can really see India's growing influence in diplomacy and cooperation. On this day, high up in the Himalayas, the 19th annual SRK joint military exercise between India and Nepal is underway. Now, this isn't just some routine drill. It's a consistent, year-after-year demonstration of a strengthening strategic partnership, which is absolutely crucial for stability in the region.
And this leadership, it goes way beyond just military cooperation. India's influence is also being formally recognized on the global democratic stage, and it all culminates in a really significant international appointment.
India's own Chief Election Commissioner, Gyanesh Kumar, has been elected president of the International Institute for Democracy and Electoral Assistance. I mean, think about it. For the head of the world's largest democracy to lead this global organization, well, that's a powerful endorsement of India's complex and absolutely massive electoral system.
For our final theme, we're going to turn from the world of policy to the planet itself. We're going to explore two profound journeys that cross entire continents, one in nature and one in humanity.
Let's start with this number, $6
1,000 kilometers. That is the staggering distance of an annual migration that is nothing short of a natural marvel.
We're talking about the annual journey of the Amur falcons. Every autumn, thousands of them take to the skies from northeast India on this epic flight all the way to Africa. And on this day, we hear about a huge breakthrough. For the very first time, scientists have successfully satellite-tracked 3 of them. They were named Apang, Along, and Ahu. It's a massive leap forward for wildlife conservation research.
You know, a journey like that really reminds us of a world that's connected way beyond borders. And that brings us to our final story from November 29th, one that moves from the natural world to a long-standing human one with a global call for solidarity.
So it turns out this specific date, November 29th, also marks the UN's annual International Day of Solidarity with the Palestinian people. It was established way back in 1977, and its stated purpose is to focus global attention on the call for Palestinian self-determination, independence, and human rights.
So there you have it, one day, revealing a world busy building its digital future, setting the stage for historic milestones, deepening global partnerships, and just marveling at the incredible journeys that connect us all. It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? If this is the story of just one day in 2025, what kind of story will the next decade tell?